Was it the Big Bang that defined the sands of time? What is the answer? Or was man made out of clay by the hands of divine? And if not, are we related to cancer created by chance? Has that ever embraced your mind? Or am I just intoxicated and wasting the space in my chasing lines for the sake of making it rhyme? Where is the sign of this miracle? In support of the invisible spirit and mind, how can we find something biblical to which the scientific methods of physics cannot be applied? And according to Stephen Hawking's reports, the human being is nothing more than a machine by design. An existence of a life after dying is no more than a lie, just like the bearded guy to be feared in the sky who can be described as a wizard. Which is it? Well, let me tell you what this isn't. You don't exist in a prison living in a matrix created by business elite and the puppet politicians that lead with inflated pockets on a mission who won't stop at nothing short of robbing the millions of men and women by the permission of a non-existent democratic system. No matter whatever you vote for, nobody listens to static. It never makes a difference. You're in a state of submission so long as you support the mission for all they label the war on terrorism in a seated position with your feet on the table in front of your television in your living room. But make no mistake in that everybody living is forsaken and doomed, so Satan will take and consume every dollar you try to scrape, because at the end of the day the system is cleverly made in a way that you will never be able to save. Well, let me demonstrate what happens when you wake up with a mortgage and no way to pay the inflated interest rate, but it's great for the bank when they take it away. Now we're practically naked because you made a financial mistake. It's cold out on the street and it sucks to be fated to sit on your butt in the middle of feet with a little piece of cardboard that you're reading begging to eat and in need of charity living only to be given by the giving. And now to focus for the rest like that unnoticed your existence. You're a pest because you're homeless. Look at the hopeless world you live in. And you used to be a politician who can be saved out of the many millions that claim religion but don't even follow the way. What is the best when at the end of days we're destined to be sent away in a hearse before we enter the grave? And if we're blessed, do we get to then wave goodbye to Satan and say hello to God if we behaved according to the ways as dictated by the Son and prophets from back in the days that claim to have been acting as the voice of the great, and they'll stress that their way is the righteous just because the message has never been changed. But a part of me says that God has no religion or race, and you can pick any day of the week or a place to reach the Creator, so whatever you keep in your heart you can say because He wants you to speak what He knows anyway. So is it biblical miracles and individuals with a spiritual mind state that define fate, or did we habitually inherit a canines from primates like science states? Well, let me open a time gate. And is it accurate that we in fact have a beginning swimming in water as singular cells and mutations that can actually be traced back as an act of a random mathematic equation? But even that is a speculation. And if this is the basis for your belief that you shouldn't have any faithful relations with God because you perceive that there is nothing greater created than whatever man has achieved, however, keep in mind that we never placed a planet in space and made it rotate in orbit around the sun in a way that life can absorb it during the day and the cycle of night that you might describe as another universal mistake to which your life can relate if you perceive it this way. If you still don't believe, I'll pray that He keeps you from devastation and grief. I guess this way doesn't leave much room for the Satan to breathe if you believe in the non-existence of the devil in the evil people you meet. And if you can't see God in the goodwill of a stranger who will give you something to eat if you're ever in the position of need, wouldn't that be like meeting Him on the streets? We share one earth, and it's time we become united like this one verse. Is it not worth to embrace the love and replace the hate you have for race? And wake up to the fact that you could have been a sperm cell in a sack of a random person to be generated as white or black or insurgent to follow a different faith and act in the way that society made them have to behave. So instead of taking hate to the grave, let me state that it's better to love and forgive and be grateful that at least you weren't raised in the Middle East where on a day-to-day basis people commit evil deeds in the name of religion while they breach the peace. Let me help you relate with a bomb blast to your face, not enter behind the other side of your television screen, where there's nowhere to hide from the screams of the relatives for deceased victims of a suicide bomber attack. So witness the scenes of the packed streets covered by the rows of feet of lifeless people, some in pieces, only a piece now that they sleep beneath the sheets. In life with a little bad luck you could have been any piece of meat. You could have been even me. I guess you can be equally grateful you weren't destined to exist in a place of death where your next breath is in question, so sleep in exchange places with a stranger and be faced with disease and starvation on a daily basis and eat whatever dirt you can place in your mouth just to taste something to ease the pain around your waist as you lay there and waste away in the street. Would you still claim to be racist if you traded places and became the one with a black face for a day? You would do whatever it takes to wake up and get back to your comfortable place with a ciggy pack and a case of stubbies, so crack 'em open. It's lovely, just remember the lesson, and I hope to witness a change in your ways. And may God bless the whole human race, and God even the wicked from Satan. Please, Father, excuse them for being set in their ways, and forgive even the ones that refuse to embrace your love, because I didn't either. But now I have shit to say. I will always believe, and I know that I will meet you one day.